This is one of my old boxes. Like, this is a personal amp of mine. This actually belonged to my friend Frank way back when. Anyhow, this is a Texas Star Sweet 16. It has 8 matched Toshibas in it. Old school badassery in this thing. Let me get you a picture of the Toshibas. This is back when they used the big relay, the good one. This is the good board design. This is one I've been through, obviously. This has 0 talk time on it from when it left here, 0. The gentleman that bought this, well, I can't say 0. It's got a little bit, not a lot. The gentleman that bought this very quickly upgraded from this amplifier, and he's recently decided that he needs to sell most of his radio estate, so it came back here, and boy, there's just not a lot to say other than this is exactly the way it was when I sent it out the door. It's got the power wire upgrades to it, obviously. Everything is hooked up in the way it should be. Let me walk over here and get the power wire so I can plug it into the workbench. Man, I gotta quit stepping on stuff. Whew. Anyhow, yeah, it's got the old school big fan kit on it, moves a lot of air. When they decided to upgrade these, hold on a second, bro, I'm shooting a video. It's my student Tanner calling me. Sorry about that, you guys. This is my student Tanner calling in. We're going to work on his 4-pill amplifier this evening. So like I was saying, when they decided to upgrade the fans, they made them cheaper. Well, they did the 2nd generation of these, and they put these little low-profile fans on there. And as I'm famous for saying, a warm fart from my dog's ass moves more air than those fans. These are the old school ones. They make a little bit more noise, but they move like 4 times the amount of air. Air is good. Air is what allows the part to survive, especially the way that we operate things, which is where you got to get every stinking last gosh darn watt out of every damn thing that we're doing. Needless to say. Let's see. The rubber feet are in good order. The legs are in good order. Now it is older. You got to remember that this thing was built probably, the husk of the amp was probably put together in, I'd say around the 2000s, early 2000s, 20 some plus years ago at this point. But it's got the original fan kit jacks on it, which, believe it or not, I flipped them. The stock fan kit, when it comes, these jacks are on the opposite side and they hang over the coax connectors. I've always hated that. I've never thought that that was a good design. So what I did, because this is my own personal amp, at one point, I flipped the fans and flipped the jacket or the brackets around so they were on the other side of the amp. So now we can have unfettered access to the coax connectors. Make sense? I don't know why nobody else in the industry does this, but of course now that I've mentioned this, I'm sure everybody else is going to start doing it as well. Let's go ahead, let's hook this up. Let's go ahead and run it, and we'll talk about how much I want for this, because this thing is definitely 100% without a doubt for sale. So wouldn't you know it, the Texas Star stock harness ended up being bad. I plugged this in and I went to turn a fan on and none of the fans turned on. I'm like, what the shit? And I just touched this. So either the brake is in both of these plugs or it's in this Y connector. Doesn't really matter. I went ahead and I chopped off the 1/4-inch mono jack, and I created new ones out of Teflon and like real connectors. So obviously when we go to ship this thing, we'll pull these out, right? But got this working. So let's go ahead and let's get the watt meters turned on here. And we'll punch this button, and we'll go to 1K and punch this button. Take it from 25K down to 1K. Okay, so now we've got our meters all set up. So first we'll start off with radio drive. We're on 12 volts. Sorry you guys, this meter's not working. The parts are in the mail supposedly. Okay, so hello 111111, hello 11111. It's like 12 volts. Hello 111. So we're seeing 75 watts going in. So 75 watts going in. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello. Seeing 900 plus watts out. Hello, 1, 2, and about 460 on the transmit side on average. So now let's go ahead, we'll turn the voltage up. We'll go to 14.9. And you know what? I can even do this. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm doing like 14 things at once. I've got my student on the phone. He's working on something. I'm talking with people on the internet. They're doing stuff. And on top of that, I'm over here trying to shoot this video because I'm trying to get as much done as I can in a short amount of time. So, there. 15.9 volts. Now I got a voltage reference. Believe me, those parts can't get here quick enough. You don't realize how reliant you are on a piece of equipment that you take for granted until it decides it wants to die. But hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're hitting this with the derail striker 955, and as you can clearly see, we're getting 1500 watts out of it and 600-700 bird. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now let's come up here and let's take a look at the input tune to the amp and what we're seeing on the striker. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're seeing about a quarter watt reflect between the radio and the amp. And when you modulate, this is going down to 1 box, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's exactly what we would expect to see out of an 8-pill Texas Star Toshiba amplificator. Honest engine. This has got every bell and whistle and upgrade done to it that you can do. Short of driving it harder or turning up the volts. As we all know, this requires or can take more drive. The Texas Star 1 transistor modulator does about 180 watts, to almost 200 watts peak, somewhere in there. But with the striker hitting it, we're getting perfect results out of this box. It will last forever. So, now the $64 million question. Instead of dancing around the fire for too awful long, I'll just get down to the point. What we're looking for is probably somewhere between 18 and 2,000 for this because of the Toshiba transistors. If it had HGs in it, we would be talking like $1,400 or $1,500. But it's got Toshibas in it, so any serious offer between 18 and 2,000, I will totally consider. And remember, that's plus the ride. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to give me a call. That's the number. Shoot me a text, send up smoke signals, put up a little flag, wave it back and forth, do whatever you got to do. But Texas Star Sweet 16 Toshiba transistors in mint condition for the big-bodied fans, already pre-wired and upgraded for the Big Anderson clip. It's got all the upgrades that money can buy in it. Give me a call. That's where we're at. Gentlemen, big shout out to Penta, Penta Labs, Excess Power, Siglent, Odyssey, MechMan, Bird, Coaxial Dynamics, and of course our good friends over at Steam and Coax. A shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you, brothers. I know that you've been seeing a lot of videos come out. I've probably got now 7 more videos than what's actually out on YouTube. The Patreon guys last night were like, Jesus, man, 5 videos in one night. What the hell? Is what it is. Anyhow, appreciate my supporters on Patreon, and a big thanks to all of you. Gentlemen, I am BBI, the biggest mud duck in Idaho, and I'll see you. Click, click.